I've monetized this channel of mine in just 7 days with basically just one video. And in this video here, I'm not going to show you how you can get it done in 7 days as well, because that's unlikely. But what I will do is I will share with you incredibly transparently the 7 steps that I took to reach that goal that you can take as well to get your channel monetized and really growing. Maybe not in 7 days, but quite likely in a couple of weeks or months. And by the way, quick disclaimer, this training is only for educational YouTube channels or those who at some point want to sell something and help a specific target audience solve a specific problem. Step number 1. The one thing you must know before you start. Now, if you want to grow a YouTube channel and build an income from it, you have basically 2 ways to do this: the shotgun method and the sniper method. Most people use the shotgun method. Here's how it works. You try to come up with video ideas in your niche that have the highest potential of a lot of views. Videos that speak to a lot of people, that are fairly broad so that you can get attention from as many people as possible. And the idea, of course, is that a certain small percentage of those viewers will be interested in your lead magnet, in your offer, or at least in your channel as a whole. And that's how you grow your audience. Kind of sounds good, right? Except there's just one huge flaw with this strategy. It's kind of like a seagull trying to compete in a race with a fish, except instead of flying, the seagull keeps swimming. Now here's what I mean. Using the shotgun method is trying to use the tactics of a typical entertainment YouTube channel instead of using the unique advantages of a YouTuber with a business, an educational YouTube channel. You see, entertainment YouTubers try to reach as many people as possible because they actually earn their money with their views. So for them, it makes sense. They need to do this because oftentimes they don't even have anything to sell on the back end. And since they usually don't help a specific person solve a specific problem, they don't care who's watching the video as long as it's as many people as possible. Now, when it comes to making an income on YouTube by building a business, you really want to focus on the sniper method. Here's how it works. Now, since you already know what your service is, what your coaching is, what your program is, or whatever you're going to sell, it's incredibly easy for you to make videos that are specifically relevant to those kinds of people. And really, if possible, no one else. I mean, just close your eyes for a second and imagine a YouTube video with the title like this one. Finding freelance graphic design clients was hard until I learned this. Now tell me, who might be interested in watching this video? Is it perhaps freelance graphic designers who struggle to find clients? Now, what if on the back end you have a program that teaches freelance graphic designers how to find clients? Do you think that this content might draw people into your channel that might be interested in this offer after all? No, of course. Now, the shotgun version of this title would be something like, freelancing was hard until I learned this, or something like this. Do you see the difference? Just a few words, but it makes all the difference in the world. And this is why the thing you must know before you start at all on your YouTube journey, if you want to take it seriously, is you must know who you're talking to and what problem you will help them solve. I mean, you basically answered the question, what are you selling and who are you selling it to? And by the way, this goes also if you don't actually have anything to sell yet, because ideally your offer should just be sort of an extension of what your YouTube channel was already all about. Step number 2, don't make a single video that is not relevant for your avatar and that is not directly tied to solving that one specific problem. You know, the uncomfortable truth about YouTube success is that you cannot guarantee when a video will pop off and get a lot of views. And even if you try, the kinds of things that you need to do to try to engineer some kind of a viral video, not only is it incredibly difficult because you need to have sort of really high-level expertise on video editing, scripting, storytelling, graphic design, and of course, obviously, the knowledge of the subject that you actually talk about. But on top of it, it's also kind of categorically sort of the wrong way to think about it for educational channels. Now, here's what I mean. Now, the reason is because there is an inherent benefit in having a growing but still comparatively small audience. Because no matter what, you always got to remember you're not in this for the vanity metrics like views. You're in it for the business outcome, for building an actual community of people that are as much as possible in your actual target group. And so the best way to make sure that your channel will succeed is to just keep hammering in the same place over and over again until eventually YouTube will know what your channel is all about and YouTube will know who your videos are for, and then YouTube will present it to them if your content is good enough. So I'll say it one more time. Do not make a single video, especially in the beginning, that is not directly addressing your target audience, your avatar, your ICP, whatever you want to call it, and that is not in some way talking about solving the problem that your offer helps them solve. And I know this will need practice, so be gracious with yourself, but really take this seriously. And now I just mentioned that your content needs to be good enough. But what exactly does that mean? That brings me to step number 3. One thing I can't help you with is actually knowing what you're talking about. That should be sort of a given. If you don't know what you're talking about, or if you're just talking out of your butt, then it's not the time for you to make a channel and teach other people. Get some results for customers, learn your thing, and then come back. But assuming that you do know what you're talking about, that does not mean at all that your content is going to be automatically helpful. So here are 3 things, highly actionable and specific things that you can use in your next video to make it a better video. Number 1, make it actionable. Now, this is a very simple thing to do, and yet most people don't actually do it. So when you explain a concept or when you explain a solution to a problem of your viewer, always make sure that it's really, really actionable. Leave them with something that they can actually do, and that will help them remember you. Don't just share the theoretical fluff, but instead be really realistic. Step number 2, don't hold back. Now, this one is difficult for a lot of people who have a lot of knowledge because they think if I share everything, why would they come back to work with me anymore? And the answer is very simple. You will always have those types of people who just need the information and then they go execute themselves. But most people, they don't actually just want the information. They need someone to help them implement it. And so obviously this depends completely on your offer, but don't be too afraid that you will lose any customers. The increase in eyeballs and views that you will generate if you just spill all the beans, if you just give it all out for free, or maybe even in exchange for a lead or an email opt-in or something like this, is so much bigger than what you think you potentially lose out on, that you should not hold back on information, because overall it will just benefit you. And it will also demonstrate to your viewers that you actually know what you're talking about. And they're only that much more likely to come back to you that you can help them achieve the same thing or solve their problem. Number 3, just look at the content that has done well in your niche and improve on it. That's a very simple thing to do. It's also called the skyscraper technique. Just look at some successful videos, some successful maybe even blog articles or something like this that have done well in your niche, that are as close as possible to your own topic, and then just make your own version of this video and just make it better. Look at the things that have been said in the comments, look at the things that people might have been missing in the actual video, and just try to one-up the existing video. And chances are it will be helpful for people. Now, those are just 3 quick tips on how to make better videos. You can watch other videos on this channel that go into more detail into different topics if you think your content is not where it should be at the moment. Back to the bigger list. Step number 4, commit to 1 or 2 call to actions. Give people something to click. One of the most common mistakes that you see business owners or business people in general, or coaches or online course creators or educational YouTubers of any sort, that you see them make on YouTube, is that they don't actually give people an opportunity to give them money or to give them their contact information, aka become a lead. And I'm just going to cut to the chase and give you the best way of doing this without talking too much. You should put 1 or 2 things into your video description in the very first and second line in every single video. 1 is an opportunity to sign up to your email list, to become a lead. Yeah, maybe in exchange for a lead magnet that you offer to your clients in exchange for the contact information. Now, this lead magnet needs to be fire, it needs to be really good, but basically it should just be very compelling, very quick to consume, and also, of course, quick to produce on your site. Think about checklists and things like that. And the other thing is a link to the sales page for your offer, if you have one already. And then in each video, try to be creative and find a way to point to the lead magnet or to point to your program in the first 90 to 120 seconds of your video, and watch how your email list will explode if the lead magnet is interesting enough and if you obviously get views. Because not doing this is basically pouring a bunch of highly targeted, interested potential buyers into a bucket with a huge hole at the bottom, because you don't give them a chance to stay in your world. You don't really give them a chance to stay. You don't give them a step to move forward. Step number 5, obsess about ideas and packaging on YouTube. Now, rule number 1 on YouTube is if they don't click, they don't watch. So getting people to click on your video when it's recommended to them is arguably the single most important step in this journey. Everything depends on it. So you should really spend time figuring this out. You should either join my community or get someone else's program or something, or just learn by doing it. But you should definitely study and obsess over YouTube packaging. Finding really good ideas and then create in combination amazing titles and amazing thumbnails for this idea. And one thing that most people overlook is amazing ideas. If you have a great idea for your video, while remembering rule number 1 that you need to know who you're talking to and what you talk about, and a great packaging within this idea, you have gold in your hands. That's just how it is. So I really recommend take dedicated time every week or so where you do nothing else but think about ideas for new videos. And don't just pick the first one that comes to your mind. Think more in the dimensions of one idea might lead to one really good idea. Step number 6. It may sound contradictory to the previous one, but nonetheless, don't overthink it. Really, don't overthink it. Don't overthink your thumbnail. Don't overthink your title. At the end of the day, make use of title and thumbnail outlier databases like you can find in my community, YouTube Business Kickstart, and just spend as much time as you have, but not more than you have. Because one thing is clear, it's better done than perfect, because perfect never happens. The way I recommend you balance this is just you have a set schedule about how many videos you want to do per week. Maybe one per week is a good time. And then you just spend as much time as you can allocate to it for this 1 week. And whatever you can do in this 1 week, you do it to improve your video, but don't go above and beyond just to make it 1% better, but then you actually miss your upload timeline. Tip number 7, maybe the most important thing in all of these. Try to find people that are on the same journey as you are, because chances are, if we're being realistic, it will take time. And you probably will have doubts and challenges, and you will feel at times like, is it even worth it? And that's totally normal and predictable. It's nothing special. It doesn't mean that it's the wrong idea to start YouTube for you. It's just part of the thing. It's part of the journey. So that's why I really recommend, one more time, come into the community YouTube Business Kickstart, because this is exactly what this is for. It's for people who are in the same place as you are, sharing the same struggles, having the same milestones, the same doubts, and yet together we want to persevere. If nothing else, just for accountability from me and the other members. And of course, the other goodies that I mentioned, the YouTube title database, the thumbnail database, and so forth. Okay, so now that you learned the 7 reliable steps going to and even past monetization, you better also know the 7 things that most people do that you should not do and that you should actually avoid. So watch this video next and find out which of those 7 mistakes you probably are already making.